Like, you're not supposed to like them, but at the same
cultures.
time, you're supposed to, like, love them.
Yeah. At the same time, you're like, oh no,
You're
don't die.
Them. Yeah, you're like, oh my god, you're the worst person
I've ever
imagined meeting. But if you die, I will die.
I will die. I will lose part of me.
There'll be a hole in my heart. Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
UNSERIESOUS. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious. The coconut milk is on!
Hyper, no!
Damn!
Tsunami!
Buddhism!
You want to live in Taiwan?
What?
Just Ratliff Nation.
Ratliff Nation, to be honest.
TBH. Welcome back to UNSERIESOUS.
Yeah.
We took our spring break and now we're back at the White Lotus.
At the White Lotus.
Yeah.
Spring break.
Spring break.
Not even summer.
Yeah. Not yet. It doesn't even feel like spring. Like, I mean, I guess it is spring. Like, 50-degree weather is kind of spring. But it's been, and also
cold.
rain. Rain is also very April, but I'm not about that.
I'm not feeling it.
I don't want a flash flood. I don't want the Ohio River to
I don't want
overflow.
flash
That
flood.
almost happened while I was there.
I was
Apparently.
like, damn.
It was like highest levels in 28 years.
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw that. I was like, damn, Megan's gonna
like,
drown.
I'm gonna drown in the flood. But it's fine. We survived. I lived, bitch.
God bless.
And now we're here
Now we're here.
to talk about one of the most important TV shows, The White Lotus. Yay! Another season in the books, and it's not stopping. I wonder what Mike White's vibe is, like what he wants to do long term, like how long he feels like he can do this.
Every year for the rest
Forever.
for the rest of forever.
I think they should do one more like regular season, and season 5 is all stars.
Yeah.
Like you take a couple of people from each of them and like let's go, and then maybe it continues.
And then
I
it
don't
continues
know.
for 5 more years, and then more all
All-Stars.
And then 5 more
And
years.
somehow it's season 10, Jennifer Coolidge back.
Yes, from
Baby.
the dead. Everyone comes back.
Parker Posey said that they think they should do a ski thing, mountain thing, snow thing, and that like when you get really high in the mountains and the altitude changes, you start to
You can't breathe
hallucinate.
as well. Oh, hallucinate.
And she's like, someone's gonna hallucinate Jennifer Coolidge. I'm like, genius.
Okay, that would be good.
Yeah. So
I see the vision. Okay, Parker Posey.
yeah, Mike White, are you listening?
No. Yeah. I can't believe he made this.
I know. I was watching School of Rock while I was home, and I was like, genius.
I'm like, the
Get
fuck?
you a man who can do both, and then go on Survivor.
And then, yeah, go on Survivor's the most random thing. But yeah. But before we talk about it, should we talk about what's going on in our lives?
So it's been so long.
It's been so long.
We
We had a whole spring break.
Yeah.
A real spring break. I was off for the whole week.
Poked myself in the eye.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I wish.
Yeah.
Megan,
take us away.
I was really thinking deeply about how I haven't really done shit.
Oh.
Like, well, my spring break,
I haven't even done shit.
I went to visit my family, so like I hung out with them. But as I said, it was raining, so we just really hung out. I watched a lot of Parks and Rec, some movies, including I said, School of Rock, written by one Mike White, iconic, and really just like hung out, just vibed.
Really just fucking vibe.
But at the same time,
let her grab the prop.
This little album came out, The Crux by one Joe.
By Joe.
By Joe. It's pronounced Joe. Have you seen that Coachella stuff he has? It's pronounced Joe, but it's literally just spelled DJ. I'm like, I want that.
It's pronounced
It's
Joe.
like on a billboard, and I was like, I'm gonna need that.
Joe,
if you don't know Joe Carey, but if you know Joe,
you don't know Steve Harrington.
Album, his third album, The Crux. And I still need to listen to it more because it did come out while I was with my family, so I only listened to it once.
That's really embarrassing.
And I've listened to I've listened to the songs that I like a few times, and that's what I've decided to come here and tell you. The songs that spoke to me on the first listen. And I feel like it's hard listening to an album for the first time and then, like, not having lyrics. So I'm, like, kind of, like, going just based on solely vibes. Like, I might not be understanding what the song is fully saying, and I don't even mean this just for him. Every time I listen to an album for the first time and I can't listen to lyrics, I'm like, I'm not really getting what they're saying.
I'm not really getting what
I'm
they're
just, like,
putting
listening,
down.
I, like, pick up on some things, but sometimes I don't know what they're saying, like, physically.
The beat. You get the beat.
I get the beat. Exactly. I'm just like, oh, I like that beat.
Oh, I like the beat.
And from the first listen, well, obviously I liked Basic Being Basic and Delete Ya, because those were singles. And I only Potion was a single that came out right before the album came out, so I really listened to it with everything else. So Delete Ya and Basic Being Basic sit higher because I have listened to them a bunch of times. But on the album, the other songs I really liked were Lonesome Is a State of Mind, Link, and Charlie's Garden, and Back on You. Thank you.
I wanted you to name every song. I have favorites.
Okay, what are yours?
Potion, Gap Tooth Smile, and Lonesome Is a State of Mind.
That's a good album starter.
Yeah.
I just think I really do like those beats. I
really do like the beats.
I like his sound, and, like, there are certain songs that sound different, but certain songs are like, oh, that's classic Joe right there. Because I've been listening, well, obviously this is his third album, and I just think, generally speaking, he has a really interesting and entertaining sound.
And he got rid of that damn wig. And that's
really pertinent to Brie.
That's really freaking me down.
He doesn't have the wig on in
Thank
this.
God. It bumped him up 10 points.
It doesn't have the wig on in this.
No wig.
No wig in sight.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know, I like the concept for the album. I like the visuals. I like him. He's on my laptop. I have a Steve laptop.
He's actually on my laptop.
I'm actually, like, a fan. I kind of like Joe.
You do?
You know?
Oh my God, you do.
He could be on my Lotus. I didn't put him on my list, but that would kind of slay.
Everyone can be on the White Lotus.
I think everyone should be
I
on
was
the
looking
White
at my
Lotus.
TV shows. I'm like, literally
That's
everyone can be on the White Lotus.
It's not of, like, who I would personally. We'll get to it.
It's just
It's just like, put me in the casting director seat, bitch. And I wouldn't complain if he was on it. Or Charlie or Natalia. I think one of them would slay. Ooh, Charlie's Garden really made me emotional.
Would eat down.
Yeah, he would. That's why
down at the White Lotus
made me so emo because I'm like, I love them so much, and all the pictures he posted. Wow.
People being like, do they know it's legal? That's my new favorite thing. Do they know
it's legal? Funny, but it's so sweet.
It's sweet.
So that makes me kind of emotional and nostalgic, and honestly, I'm ready for Stranger Things season 5. But this album hits, and I'm gonna need to be at them, and to be in the room where it happens, aka Lollapalooza.
Yeah, I won't be there.
So someone's gonna have to figure that out. So Joe,
I think
you have some extra tickets.
Joe actually called me up last night.
What? That's really messed
He said,
up.
I want you to come backstage.
I would pass away.
And wear the
it
wig.
was honestly really messed up. When we saw him at Lollapalooza last time, that was right after Stranger Things season 4 came out, right before his second album, Decide. I think that one album might still be my favorite. I think I'd go Decide, The Crux, 2020. But also recency bias, and I haven't also listened to this one enough, so I feel like that's why it goes in the middle, but who knows? In a year from now, who knows?
What if it's your fave?
He did cut one of my favorite songs from Decide from his set list, Figure You Out, so that's on site.
That's interesting.
But Change is on there. When we saw him at Lala, Change was released as a single, but he did not play that at Lala or his after show.
But now he's like, yep.
But I was sick in the head when we saw him last time because I was really
sick in the
Stranger
head?
Things Brain Rot Summer. And I'm
really sick in the head.
Slipping back into that this year. So look out for that.
Megan's gonna be back sick in the head.
When I'm
Lollapalooza sick in the head.
brain rotting, when I'm hyper fixating on something, I'm so sick. Like if I had met him at that time, it would not have been well. I would have had 2.5. I would have not been able to be in the room.
I would.
Right now, I think I'm okay. I think I'm at a safe space, sitting around like maybe not quite tier 1, maybe like a tier 2.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But it's slow. I can feel it coming back up. Same thing.
0.5 when he was in the wig.
You're like, whoa.
If he was wearing that wig. I'm like, whoa, the 0.5 because I'm like scared.
Not because you're overwhelmed, but
because I'm literally so scared of the wig.
I can also fear by the time this comes out on Thursday, The Last of Us will have come back. And I fear that hyperfixation is always like just teetering under like the surface. Like I would say right now, Petra Pascal's at like a 3 or a 4 of my like tier list.
That's pretty low.
Yeah. But
you
it's
hate
like
him.
It's like
that's my grandpappy.
I'm focusing on other things right now, but The Last of Us and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Whoa, that Dakota Johnson movie. Now that's gonna get me sick in the head.
I'm sick in the head
because I know she's not picking him, and
she's definitely picking Chris
that's
Evans.
The wrong choice, and that's all I have to say about that. Right?
Because Petra's just rich.
Yeah, like she's not gonna get with him first and then end up with him.
Yeah,
I know how this works.
I know the formula.
Oh, I know.
But maybe they'll throw us up.
That would be huge.
Always happens.
A standing ovation from me if that is true. You never know. You never know.
Oh, that person has tulips. Aww. Yeah.
Watching some
they had a bouquet of tulips.
Well, that was all I really
That's
had
so
to say.
spring.
That's okay. Do you have anything else you have to say before?
I said that those tulips were pretty nice. I'd 0.5 those.
Tier 1 tulips.
I have something to talk about.
Okay.
I finished the new Hunger Games book.
So cute. I read one chapter still. I brought it home with me and I didn't read it.
Just don't read it.
Oh my god, I have to read it.
I know. But yeah. Damn, I can't believe we have to wait 12 years for the movie.
I know.
But the casting's eating.
It's like, who decided to like show up to work and get to work?
They're
like,
eating.
It's like kind of crazy.
I'm so excited. I'm entering my Hunger Game. I'm going to be back in my... I'm 0.5.
Right, that's always bubbling under the surface.
I've never cried so much.
That's impressive for you.
And I never cry.
Yeah.
But I was crying.
I fear that then I'm probably not going to cry.
I know, you just won't. Yeah. Yeah, now that you know I cried, you can't cry.
Like, it's just like... I think like if I expect to, it like makes it harder.
Well, everyone was saying, you're going to cry.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't crying. And then all of a sudden,
I'm trying to think, generally speaking...
I was like, okay, page 40.
If I've ever cried reading a book.
I've cried... Oh, what was the other one? I feel like... Yeah.
No, I cried reading...
I've definitely cried.
I've cried reading The Fault in Our Stars like a lot of
That's real.
I kind of teared up during Book Lovers. And Marley and Me, probably. And also middle school. I don't know. I think it's harder for me to do that reading. I got to lock in.
You got to lock in and really start and really lock in your emotion and feel it.
Yeah. It's easier for me. Like, I will cry all the time during TV and film. Like, I cry during Parks and Rec most of the times I watch it.
Yeah, and then I watch stuff and I'm like... But then I read some words and I'm like, what the fuck, dog?
We'll see. Watch this space. I'll tell you in about 3 months.
Oh, no,
I have to read it soon because it's almost Emily Henry time.
I know.
And I have a couple other books I want to read too once it's summery. So I have to read it now. I just haven't wanted to read. I just want to get in bed.
I just want to get in bed. I've been trying to read.
I want to go somewhere to read. I don't want to read in this apartment.
I can't wait till it's warm enough to read outside.
Or I don't want to read in my room, but then it's nighttime. I'm like, well, I have to go to my room.
I have to read in my room on my Kindle.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's sick. I just started
in my final review.
I just started thinking.
You just go on fucking Goodreads and wrote that.
I haven't written a review for that yet. I'm gonna be like, that's sick, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's literally all I have to say. That was sick.
And that's okay.
But yeah, I did make like the last Hunger Games book. We read it so close to the movie.
Oh yeah, I read it like the day of. I read that 400, 500 page book.
Yeah.
Day.
So we like
barely, while I was at work,
barely had
any
about time. Like we knew what the movie was gonna be too.
Yeah. No, this feels more like
now. I'm like,
it's like,
and I'm not rereading it. That's for sure.
Now it feels like we're like in it again.
Yeah. I'm getting those edits. I'm like,
clawing at the bars of my enclosure.
I'm like, I love PETA on Facebook.
I heard PETA. That's what I'm saying. I'm always a half skip and a jump away from seeing Hunger Games brain rot. My coworker was like, tell me what it's about. I didn't ever seen it. And I went, you don't even know what it's about.
You need to sit down.
Shook, but I was also thrilled.
If that's like a treat.
Exactly.
To not know anything.
I was like, you're so lucky.
And just have all of that.
And I was like, we're all gonna have to watch them together because I want to see what you think.
Yeah, I have to see they're gonna be like, this is stupid. It's because I have a connection to it from when I was a little nub.
That's important. Like, when I defend The Summer I Turned 30, I'm defending it on behalf of my 13-year-old self. Like, let's be clear. Things like that. Yeah. Did I say The Summer I Turned Pretty?
Turned 30.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
I was like, wait, I want to read that.
That'll be me in 4 years!
The summer I turned 30. Wait, when you turned 30 in the summer.
Everyone knew what I meant was the summer I turned 30.
The summer I turned 30.
I caught that. I did that like twice when I was somewhere. I thought I said something. My sister was like, you said this. And I was like, oh my god, I'm losing it. But at least this time I caught it. Okay.
I know. I was just going to let it slide. But I was also like, I want to read that.
All right, fine. I'll write that.
The summer I turned 30.
I hate that. So I'm just getting anxious.
Not pretty. 30.
No, it's the summer I turned 26.
Yeah, that doesn't have the same ring to it.
Okay.
Anyways, now that we've yapped for the whole time.
I know, we're running out of time.
Okay. Should we get into it?
Yes. Tell us about The White Lotus season 3. Brady.
I hope this even makes any sense. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
The White Lotus is a drama series on Max. Each season follows the guests and staff during a week spent at a fictional luxury global resort hotel chain called The White Lotus. Season 3 is set in Thailand, and the first episode starts out with a presumed mass shooting before jumping back in time, leaving you curious for who had the gun, who died, and did the monkeys do it?
That's what I said.
The monkeys.
I was a little disappointed.
The monkeys were gagged.
The monkeys were scared for their lives.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck? This season's guest includes a wealthy, well, not anymore, Southern family named the Ratliffs, an interesting pair named Rick and Chelsea, and 3 best friends, Jacqueline, Kate, and Lori. We also follow the staff, including familiar face Belinda, who is a participant in a months-long wellness exchange program. In the end, the coconut milk is definitely off, and we find out which guests meet their fatal end and who gets on the boat to head back home as changed people.
Yeah. Oh my god, we didn't watch this together because that's when I was home. So I got to watch it with my sister.
My sister. I watched it alone in that beanbag.
As you should.
And I was literally like this.
Me and Sarah were like cracking up though. The fucking Ratliffs are freaking crazy, and I'm obsessed with them.
I miss them.
I already miss them. I'm already having separation anxiety.
I need a spin-off.
My emotional support fucked up rich family.
No, literally, they're like the worst people ever.
No, anyone that if you would meet on the show, except for maybe one person a season, you would hate to meet them in real life.
But
watching them,
you're like rooting for them. You're like crying for them. You're like,
and if you don't get that,
then you shouldn't even be watching it.
No, it's like Succession.
Yeah,
it's like if I met Kendall Roy in real life, I'd be like, whoa, red flag.
Red flag.
But that's my man, and no one ever speak on him. That's how I feel about this family and the people on this show.
Yeah.
People are like, he sucks, they suck, everyone sucks. I'm like, yes, but also love them.
Like, like they're pointing out the obvious that they suck. Like,
yeah. And the point of the show is like everyone's kind of the villain.
Yeah.
Except maybe the staff and maybe like one guest.
And they're like touching on like the themes of like rich people at resorts. It's like a satire.
Exactly. So, like, you're not supposed to like them, but at the same time, you're supposed to, like, love them.
Yeah. At the same time, you're like, oh no, don't die.
Them. Yeah, you're like, oh my god, you're the worst person I've ever imagined meeting. But if you die, I will die.
I will die. I will lose part of me.
There'll be a hole in my heart.
Not a hole in my heart for Lochy. There was a hole in my heart for Lochy, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god, let's literally talk about that right away because My sister.
There he goes again, Tulip Man.
I'm scared. That scared me. At first I thought the camera wasn't working.
Oh no!
And then there he goes again, and I was like, "What?"
The Tulip.
I thought you were talking about my phone. Like how you would dare use
There he
your
goes
bartender.
again. Your phone walks away.
My sister was like, I think Lachlan's gonna die, because she had said she read or saw someone say that the death that happens in this season is something that hasn't happened before. So she's like, it's gonna be someone's kid. It's gonna be one of the kids. Yeah. And I was like, that would be awful.
That'd be tea.
A kid dying is probably one of the worst things that can happen, because like it's usually an adult, and it's usually an adult that doesn't have like people reacting. Like season 1 was I forget his name, but it was
the manager guy.
Yes, I was also I can't remember his name in real life either. I suck.
Wait, what is his name? Oh, I suck.
I'm like trying to think of it in the context of him. Murray Bartlett.
Yeah.
He died, and then Jennifer Coolidge died, which was also awful. They were both awful because they were semi-likable people a lot of the time. But like he didn't have like a partner. He had like friends at the hotel, but he didn't have like kids. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Same thing with Jennifer Coolidge. Like it was Greg's fault. And like something I need to say right before I forget is I do think one of my like thorns with the show is not seeing enough of the reactions. Like in season 2, you don't see Portia find out that Jennifer Coolidge is dead. It's crazy to me because that is her one connection point there. And would probably have the biggest reaction. I feel like she kind of knows because like Leo Woodall was like, you need to get out of here, something's gonna go down.
That was so
and she went, oh, you fucked your uncle.
Oh, so you fucked your uncle.
So yeah, that was like a big thing, but like none of like a parent and a child situation, like the kid from season 1 stays there, but again, you don't see a reaction, and he's alive, so it's fine. But like I was terrified, and everything was pointing in that direction. Like they kept showing the fucking seeds, they kept showing the blender,
and all like, the blender shots,
and Saxon being like, you can just make your own. I'm like, he's gonna fucking make his own fucking protein shake, and then he's a man, so he just fucking cleaned the blender like an idiot. I saw an article before we started recording that was like, no offense to Lachlan, but the punishment for using a dirty blender should be death.
Yeah, like you're just stupid. He doesn't know how to clean the blender.
And it honestly poetic of the dad. Well, the whole season, the dad's financial troubles, he knows they're going to be fucking broken. He's probably going to go to prison. And his solution is to not only kill himself, but every time he realizes someone's not going to take that, well, I might as well kill them too. Like every time it clocks in his head, he's like, I'm going to have to kill her. I'm going to have to kill him. And his face when he's like, and now I have to kill Piper too. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like, bro, maybe you don't.
Well, you don't have to do that. But he's like, fuck, I have to. And Lochy being like, yeah, I'd be fine. And he's like, oh.
Like, I know you would. And of course, you think he's going to be the one that dies then.
Yeah.
But also, I don't understand his, like, thought process of, like, Lachlan deserves to live because, like, he's good and pure and doesn't need money.
But then he'll see his whole family dead.
And, like, leave him with that trauma.
I would be traumatized for the rest of my life.
Like, maybe he can live with being poor, but living with that?
Especially when he, like, loved, like, he's, like, his whole thing is trying to please his family.
I'm like...
And you're just going to kill them all in front of you.
Exactly. So I really hate to say this. I was a little disappointed he lived.
I was at first I was literally like, they're actually doing it.
And like the visuals, like the water visuals, and in the credits, he's like in water.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, all this stuff. And then like him trying to claw the service and then seeing like the monks and all of this like
Tim
symbolism.
Finding him and going, my baby.
Yeah. And I almost cried. Like, I felt like sick to my stomach, tears in my eyes. And I was like, I kept saying, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. But because it was driving such an emotional impact and like really hitting home that this father fucked up and honestly probably deserved it because of how he thought he was going to handle the situation. So then when it turned out he lived, I was kind of like, oh
damn. And then they get on the boat, like they didn't even take him to the hospital.
No, and like the other 3 were at brunch.
No one, they don't
like see them during the shooting.
Even know.
That's what I think. I'm like, they don't know that he will. I mean, to them, maybe he thinks he just like ate something weird. Like he doesn't know that the suicide seeds were in the blender because the dad tried to kill him. Like that would require a lot of explanation. So, but none of that they know. We don't even get like a full reaction to like them losing the money. Like presumably you think when they turn their phones on, they're about to find out or finding out in that moment.
They're like,
and like they're
Use
fine.
your
Like
phone.
Lachlan's just like a little drunk. And then like that's my other thing is I get it's supposed to be open-ended. You're supposed to go, okay, what next?
I thought Tim was gonna jump off the boat.
Yeah, but I was kind of like, I wanted more of like a big reaction because that's one of the things, like you're waiting the whole season, like this whole season that's looming over them is that they have to go home and be poor. So you're either waiting for someone to die or you're waiting for the big moment where they find out, and none of that actually happened.
None of that actually happened. And I'm like...
And like I didn't want Lachlan to die.
I was like, damn, they're killing a lot of people.
I know.
And then he opened his eyes.
And then I was into it. Like I was like upset, but then I was like, oh, honestly, this is dramatic. And then he lived.
And then he lived. He's like, bitch, I live.
And I was like, good, but also
good,
boring.
but also die.
But also, I wanted something crazier to happen to that family. Like they probably were never gonna realize that he tried to kill them all.
They're not gonna realize anything.
They didn't realize that the coconut milk
was not even off.
So funny, him watching him, and that's my thing is like, how much of that shit do you need to ingest? Why at all are those trees at this luxury resort?
Did you see people saying like it can be like they think that like it doesn't actually kill you, but like it makes you be rebirthed or whatever.
Whoa.
Like, but I don't know this. I didn't really look any more into that, but like the monks maybe believe that like. It like makes you become a new person,
which that family needs.
To actually all
that
to blend one up. The coconut milk is off, but y'all need one.
They all need one. They all need to like revitalize at Schitt's Creek, basically. I want to see in this hypothetical all-star season, like I'm gonna need at least like
I just need all of them to come back.
Exactly. Like that's my thing is like I need to know more. Like there are things about like a lot of these characters on these shows where you kind of be like, I wonder what happens next, but some of them where you're like, okay, no, I feel like satisfied in what I saw, but them I'm like, I'm gonna need a lot more of what happens next.
And
like even if it's like one of them at another resort one day and they explain it, or like somehow someone that knows them is there and you get like a little blurb, like because like I feel like we didn't have Tanya, but obviously there were people tied to Tanya in the season, and then you kind of she was dead, so it's not like you got any updates, but like they talked about her and stuff like that. And, like, Belinda could talk about all that stuff. So it's, like, by having maybe a thread of somehow them in the future would be nice.
Needs to make it back. Yeah. But also, now they have no money.
Yeah. That's why I like the theory.
How will they stay at the White Lotus?
I like the theory. It's either one of them's going to go on a trip with their friend. One of the kids are going to be with another person. Or Victoria's remarrying a rich man.
Leaves Tam.
Coconut milk.
Haven't you heard of one?
She was an icon this season.
She's the best. Every line delivery.
And honestly, like, obviously I say this with a grain of salt of, like, these, again, aren't people you'd hang out with in real life. They're very privileged and they seem to not care. But, like, she has, like, genuine moments of she just, honestly, is probably looking out for her daughter. And the way she was trying to get those young girls away from those old men. I was like, you know, she has some decent qualities.
She's kind of onto it.
And, like, she just wanted to take her lorazepam.
Without lorazepam.
And you know what?
I'm proud of her.
Me too. She did it. She did that.
That's my mama.
That's my mother. And everything she said in that North Carolina accent, there's no thesis. Like, everything. I'm obsessed with, I'm not meant to live in uncomfortable.
Like, she's kind of onto something, but also...
I love her.
And she learned where she was.
Yeah.
You know,
she finally said
that was
Thailand.
Big. I was like, thank God. It's because she was off the lorazepam.
Yeah. My thing is, how did she never think that Tim had it?
I know.
Like, who...
When Tim's just always, like...
He's being weird, and out. Suddenly your pills are gone? Like, let's put 2 and 2 together, mother.
He's being really... She's like, I'm not... Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need her pill case. The Louis Vuitton or whatever the hell.
Wait, yeah, I'm gonna need one of those.
Oh, yeah. I love Parker Posey. I've always loved Parker Posey. Raised me, took me to school in Josie and the Pussycats, and now she's still serving cunt.
Oh, her character was so good.
So good.
Oh my
That's why I wouldn't mind to
God.
see her again, so Mike White.
Please.
Take her to the Alps.
Take her straight to the Alps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piper's
thing was so funny and so real. Like, she was like, the food's not even organic.
She's like, it didn't really feel organic.
Air conditioning. I'm a princess.
And like her outfit's instantly
She's
changing.
like, yeah.
And like on the boat, she's like, "Girl, it's going to be okay."
She's like, fuck
But
this. She's like, fuck.
Good luck, girl.
Good luck, girl.
I like the people like analyzing and being like, she basically just wanted to be different, and then she realized,
literally.
Then Lachlan wanted to do it too, and she's
like,
oh.
yeah, I don't really. She got the ick.
Yeah, real quick. Getting the ick from your brother, likely thing for the ratliff.
Yeah, everyone had the ick from Lochy.
Which is so sad.
Lochy's like, I just want
crazy. He's like, please people. Like, fucking not like that. It's crazy.
He's the giver.
He's crazy. I saw an edit.
Yeah.
Crazy work being done.
He's like, I'm in a family full of narcissists.
And I just want to please
I'm like, wait, hold on. There's another way.
But Saxon was like, you can worship me, but don't worship me.
Like, don't worship
Sarah was like, I hate them. I hate this family so much. I'm like, I love them.
I love them.
They're a mess.
No, literally.
I
was eating it up.
I fear that Saxon really grew on me.
No, Saxton had a full, like, he had the most change.
Yeah, and he's still, again, a red flag, but...
And he's still a really red flag from the things he says at the beginning.
Yeah.
To his...
But I feel like it, not in, like, a perfect way, but it is sort of, like, a metaphor for the fact that, like, you know you're a product of your surroundings, and if you stick to the same surroundings, you're just gonna stick to the same opinions and actions and all the things. And he goes to Thailand, he meets sweet Chelsea.
And Chelsea calls him soulless.
Yeah, and, like... And then he also starts to have that realization of, like, maybe he shouldn't be so tied to his dad. And he, like, finally becomes just, like, even just slightly more open-minded. And you can see, it does wonders for people when you know, open your eyes to different thought processes and different people.
Open your mind.
And not to say that he's now a perfect person, but...
Yeah, far from it, but he
just
did have
a
nice...
days, he learned how to read.
He did learn how to read.
That's
I'm like,
huge.
damn.
So I was
how to read.
I was glad that I saw a lot of people feeling the same way, because I'm like, I shouldn't feel so sympathetic for this fucking privileged white man. But, I mean, he was really, like pulling at me those last couple episodes. Like, he was sad, but then he was trying to, like, be better. And you know what? He took Chelsea's books. He didn't try to he definitely tried to, like, get with her by saying, I want to learn your ways. But then he actually took the books and actually read them. And I was like, and he was actually so sad when he watched frickin' Chelsea together.
He was so sad.
And I was like, why do I feel
never
so
been
bad?
more sad.
And then a lot of people online were like, oh my god, why do I feel so bad? I was like, okay, good.
I felt bad for him for a second, too.
Yeah.
But then I was like...
So you fuck your brother?
You fuck your brother and you're like one of those...
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, he needs to get away from his family.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he will.
But,
Maybe it'll be like Succession. Maybe it'll all be for the best.
They're all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I feel bad for Lochy, too. Because he's, like, that's why I felt bad when he was dying. Because, like, he hasn't even, like, he's just fucked up by all of them.
He literally just graduated high school,
and
so he didn't even have a chance to get out there.
Yeah, he didn't even get a chance to leave. And he was just following his brother and sister around.
Yeah. That's, again, you're a product of your environment, and you just, like, have to deal with the circumstances you have, and as soon as you don't know that there's other ways.
And then you take the suicide
suicide seed,
and you just...
then you're rebirthed.
And you're rebirthed! That was crazy.
Another honorable mention for the dad and the Duke shirt, and the fact that
they
fucked me over, and March Madness, and
that's
I was watching that game and it was crazy, but
that's what you get when you commit fraud and you root for Duke.
And you're to Duke. And I will say one more thing about this family. I think the scene that made me the most, like, emotional was when you think he did it the first time, when you think he shot himself the first time.
I know, and they run in.
Yeah, and Sarah Catherine Hook's like, what? No! I was like, acting down.
And she had just had a scene with him, like,
and Parker Posey too, but it was specifically Piper coming in and freaking out, like, seeing your dad, like, I think parent-child, like, that dynamic, like, losing a parent,
all that was fucking me up.
Oh my god, that's why I was, like, kind of disappointed that it didn't happen, because it really was impactful, but it's for the best. Like,
take one for the demon.
I did want him to die, but I thought he was dead, and then he wasn't. I was disappointed.
I know. I was like, okay, well, that
was... 2 minutes.
Okay, lame. Mm-hmm. Commit. Literally. No.
Literally commit. All right.
The dad was doing.
Live, laugh, love. The coconut milk is off.
Oh, okay. We gotta talk about something else.
Yeah. Should we talk about the girls?
The girls.
I'm obsessed with them.
I love the girls. I love all of them.
Actress-maga-carrie.
I love MAGA. I've never loved MAGA more.
the best facial expression the whole series. You didn't vote for Trump, did you? Emmy Award winning. It really sucks that in order for any of these fuckers to win, it means someone from Severance losing.
I know.
And that there's so many of them. Like,
because I was like, oh my god, Carrie Coon.
Yes.
But then I was like, wait, Severance. Like,
yes.
I forgot.
But also Parker Posey.
Yeah, I know.
Amy. Like, fuck, man.
I'm like, everyone can't win.
It sucks.
But I'm just like, it's like by show. Like, I'm imagining it's just by show.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they all get, every show gets like,
I wish that would solve so many problems. I loved them all. And they were messy as hell. But I kind of loved that they got like a quote unquote happy ending.
Yeah, I love how they, like, because at first I was like, how are they going to fix all this? But
yeah,
then,
I was like, definitely someone's
they're not going to wrap that shit up.
And they're not leaving this place as friends.
And then
they're going to be severed as friends.
They're going to be severed as friends, but nope.
No, they're stronger than ever.
And, like, I was crying during that monologue.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of the season was I'm just happy to be at the table.
Yeah.
And that, like, just how beautiful it is that we get to go through life together.
And, like, things are more important to other people, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And
like, maybe don't vote for Trump, but...
Okay, maybe don't be MAGA, but also, if you do the facial expression and you're...
You gotta cunt ass Bob like Leslie Bibb.
And you're Leslie Bibb, then you're allowed to do it.
So great. It was so good. Like, just as general...
I'm like, Mike White wrote this?
Yeah!
Which is, like...
It's honestly impressive that, like, also generally speaking, that he writes every episode. And usually, like, that's, like...
a red flag.
Yeah, because it's like, get a writer's room. Like, I didn't want Euphoria, but I've heard that's a lot of the criticism. It was like, maybe if the guy who wrote
if there was
Euphoria,
more people who actually experienced it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, especially for a show about high school students, primarily high school girls, you can get a couple other voices in there. But Mike White seems just to get it.
He just...
He said, fuck rich people, but also the female friendship experience.
Also female friendship, like wrapped up in a little bow and then just lapping on the couch.
No, seriously, Mike White writes the show, like, you can tell he loves reality shows because it's like prestige TV meets reality TV.
Yeah.
And like this just like fun, chaotic, fuck the rich show, and I love it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the human experience and like these three women that again have different experiences but are so tied because they've been friends for so long and they've grown and changed, but they're still best friends.
And fuck everybody.
Fuck me and Brie and Julia. Julia doesn't know this, but we're gonna be them.
We're gonna be that. We all have blonde. I literally want to be MAGA, so I'm gonna have to get a little.
I'll be Carrie Coon. Fine.
I want to be in my PJs and my glasses and be like, I think we should go to bed.
No, she was also so funny when she was like, when she's like, hey guys, let's get out of here. Like, so I think we should go, or also like you guys need to go.
She's always like, we need to go.
I think we need to go to bed.
She's like, I should be in church,
and I'm obsessed with her. Like she gets it. Like she doesn't get it, but she gets it.
She like literally doesn't get it at all, but she gets it. Like I don't think any of them get it, but they get it.
But they get it. And I love her.
Yeah.
No.
And actress Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Reading the Barbara Streisand
this big fucking book at the pool
was honestly one of the best moments.
That and when they were at the old people pool, and she's like, "We need to get the
fuck out of here."
Like fuck that, but also hilarious.
But also it was so good.
It made me emotional when they were going through that town and they were getting sprayed with the spray guns, but then behind the scenes they were all like,
yes.
I'm like, those are my girls!
Oh, I love that scene though because it's like you're getting like this is where you are and they're just getting fucking like have fun.
Yeah. But then we're like, oh my god,
because they don't leave the resort.
No. When she was like, oh my god, we can still have fun. I'm gonna fuck Lori's love interest.
I said, yeah.
That wasn't even, I feel like nothing even happened from that. And I was like, part of me was disappointed. And then Lori ended up with the other guy and he was going to try to PayPal all her money away.
I said, this is why you have to go sit at the table with your best friends and go, fuck this shit.
Yes, no one needs a Russian mobster.
A Russian mobster man.
Get them out of there. I'm surprised they never got caught. Like, I don't think that was like part of the big part of the story. It was more of, how do you say his name? Guy Talk. His storyline is like being a coward until he had to ruin
Guy Talk life. Is kind of funny because he's the worst at his job,
and I love him.
And I can't help but love it. People are going for Guy Talk. I said that's my man,
and like God forbid he doesn't want to do that.
God forbid he wants Lisa from Blackpink.
No, God forbid.
Like, of course he wants the Princess of Diamond. Fuck you.
God forbid he doesn't want to kill kill people do work and wants a girl.
He doesn't want to. He wants a girl, and he's doing everything for this.
He's trying his best, and that's what I think is interesting. Is like
he's so anxious.
Yeah, so am I.
He's so real. He's so real and raw.
And yeah, and I think it's a bummer that the way he had to overcome that was to go against his beliefs, because he's literally like,
I don't want to kill people.
I don't want to kill people.
And she's screaming, "Kill him! Kill my stepson!" I said, "Kill him!"
That was crazy. When the gunshot goes off.
The tiniest gun in the world.
Look, the three girls, like Carrie Coon is like, "I love you guys," and then books it.
No, Carrie Coon was out of there.
I love that. I keep seeing that gif. Or shoot, it's so good.
I love you guys. But if something goes down, I'm out of here.
Carrie Coon was like, she's a New Yorker. She lives in America. Come on, you gotta get the fuck out of there with your gunshot.
You run.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, no notes for them. And I also wish we saw more of their, like, they were on the boat also post gun scene, and
literally them all being on the boat after this, like, a bunch of gunshots go up, they're just like, fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? People are like, the ferry should be closed down for at least a day.
No, for real. And all the employees, like,
yeah, they're still at work. There's
like, especially, like, it's not America. This is Thailand, where gun violence doesn't happen.
Yeah, like,
often.
that's, like, really
That's just shut down the country for a week.
Like, one gunshot would shut down. That was, like, multiple gunshots.
Yeah.
And they
multiple deaths.
They were, like...
like, 4 people died, right? Because it was the 2 people... No, 5. The dad.
Yeah.
The 2 bodyguards.
Yeah.
And then them.
Rick had
5
good
people.
aim.
Yeah, a little too good.
I'm like, hello?
Crazy. Okay, so should we just talk about Rick and Chelsea?
Should we talk about fucking Rick and Chelsea?
Devastating.
But
also, like poetic. They basically kind of foreshadowed the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Especially in the last episode. Something happens to you, it happens to me. And I was like, oh, God.
I was like, oh, no. I said, Chelsea, girl.
He's like my child.
He's like,
50.
I can fix him. He's 50.
Literally. That's what I also think. This is what makes me emotional, and like, not to be again pro Saxon, which I kind of am. It's like she's trying so hard to fix Rick. She's trying so hard to fix Rick, but at the same time, she's fixed.
She helps Saxon.
She helps Saxon, which is like beautiful and depressing. And again, kills me that you don't see Saxon's reaction.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Like you're telling me that like. They the family that was at brunch, like, yeah, like Timothy and Lachlan were very much like probably not present physically, mentally for that, but like they were at brunch, they heard those gunshots.
They were at brunch,
so then you would think like they'd find out who it was before, like, just like generally speaking, and like he wouldn't have like seen her before he left. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And again, like I like the ambiguity is on purpose, but like when something big happens and you're waiting for it to happen all season, like. My favorite thing when anything happens, like a couple gets together, someone dies, some drama happens, is seeing other characters react to it. Mm-hmm. And like the show doesn't give you any of that.
I know. They just like, Mike White said he's an edger. They edge you till the very end, and then they just send him off.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like...
And I loved how fucking crazy it was, and I know there was like mixed feelings and stuff, but like... That's my thing. Is like I'm like, oh, this was so good, and part of it is like, oh my God, what's everyone else gonna think? And then you don't get that part.
I know. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, what are they gonna? I'm like, damn.
I think it was so interesting that, or like, I don't know, so well done that. I didn't think that man was his dad. Like, some people were like, oh, I knew it.
Now, Julia was like, I knew that.
And I'm like, I didn't think that.
I was like, I didn't really think that.
Maybe it's because I'm like, isn't this man Asian?
Like, I saw people saying that, and I was like, nah.
I didn't think that at all.
Because he was your dad. I was like, what?
He told me he's your dad. And maybe I wasn't paying enough attention in that episode. Like, that episode kind of hinted at it. And I was also just like, oh my God, that's the guy from Daredevil.
You were too busy thinking about that. And then I was thinking, oh my God, that was the guy from Daredevil.
And I was just thinking, like, oh, Rick really pussied out and just pushed him down. And I was like, and it should have been like a bell in my head of like, why did the guy react like that? And why did he just push him down? Why did that story end like that? Of course it didn't end like that. But usually I can kind of pick up on things, but I did not pick up on that. And that was fun. That made it a twist for me to be like,
yeah, I was like,
and it is so poetic that he was like, the guy who killed my dad ruined my life, and then he becomes the guy who killed his dad.
because he ruined his own life.
It's great. It's so good. And then like that,
and then he
takes Chelsea out.
He ruined Chelsea's life too.
Oh my god! Like it's like frustrating. I'm like frustrated, and I wanted her to live, but it's also really good.
I said
it was pretty good,
but it was pretty good, and the way that they're in the like the pond,
yes,
like that. I said this is art.
I like him chills a little bit.
I'm like this chills. I chills a little bit. I will say, and I knew like everyone knew Chelsea was gonna, like kind of like,
yeah.
I was like, Rick is in too much shit to not.
Yeah.
Somehow.
People blaming the poor, like, the person he was trying to see, the woman that worked at the spa. He was like, please, and she's like, I have a client, and he was like, I just need to talk to you. And people were like, it's her fault if she
like, how was she supposed to know?
No, she was doing her job.
That he was being chased by his dad.
No, dead ass.
But what was his dad gonna do?
I don't know. Like, he just, like, seemed to be, like...
Because it seemed like he was, like, he brought a bunch of men.
Yeah, and was, like, yelling at him, like...
And, like, showed him a gun.
Yeah.
Like, was he gonna... Like,
he's definitely...
It didn't seem like he was gonna be like, I love you, son.
I think that... Exactly! I don't think it clocks me that he was his dad, because I'm like, he's threatening him.
He's literally threatening him.
And, like... Yeah, I feel like they were... I don't know. They were gonna have a conversation later, and, like, I don't know.
And just talk.
Of course Rick's gonna think he's gonna do something crazy.
Yeah.
Because in his head, he still thinks this is the man that killed my dad.
Yeah. And he was already, and then he like yelled at Rick, like, and like said bad stuff about his mom. So then he was really like, yeah. And then, it just all got chaotic.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this won't end well. But at least Carrie Coon ran for her life.
Yeah, that was good.
I was sad for, his wife, cunty singer. Mm-hmm. Like her seeing it, because when they were at their house, I was like, no, don't kill, because I don't want her to see it.
Yeah.
And then he did it so fast. Like there was no, like, it was just like,
no, so fast. And the bodyguards fucking suck.
Yeah. No, like maybe she will be better with guy talk.
Yeah.
People
are like, oh, she's screwed.
I know, people are like, she's dead. No, guy talk has sunglasses.
No,
Mook's like, this is what I wanted. Mook's like,
you look good.
Mook's like, this is what I needed.
I kind of love that.
That's so funny.
And wait, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say I fucking loved the scene when they were playing the movie producers, Rick and Frank, and fucking Frank. Sam Rockwell. I love Sam Rockwell and his freaking monologue.
Him just meditating.
And Frank being like, and his little somersault.
Yeah,
what was that for? It was so funny. But like when they were watching like her movies, and he was like, "Oh my god, that's you."
And they were having a moment,
shooting his shit and watching her films. I was like, I'm obsessed.
I'm like, this is cute.
I love that, and I was like, she's never done anything wrong.
I know.
But then she was like, kill Rick. So
yeah. Then
but like, can we blame her?
But yeah, I'd be like, if somebody shot my man,
yeah.
right in front of me.
They shot Scott Glenn.
Yeah, right in front. I'd be like, get him.
Yeah. I watched that man. If I had a nickel for every time I watched that man die, I'd have 2 nickels.
I have 2 nickels. That's pretty good. It's kind of weird.
Within the last month. Yeah, that shit was crazy and sad, but also like poetic and like, I don't know, felt satisfying. Like,
yeah, I liked that
like
ending.
It
People
kind of
didn't like it.
Yeah, and like I get that it kind of felt like obvious. Like I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, like I was.
But it was like, I think like it not being the most shocking thing. It's like it was good payoff, like watching the whole season, like that arc of like we found out like episode 1 or 2 that he was looking for the man that killed his dad or something like that, and it's like, well, that is a pretty big thing. It has to end in a big way. Yeah, and it did. And really Amy Lou Woods, I fucking love her. Oh, so much. We've been here. You're not allowed to mourn Chelsea if you weren't there for Amy Gibbs on Sex Education.
You aren't allowed, but
we've been here. Grassroots.
We've been here.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, always.
I love her.
Our boots are always on the ground.
They always are. We're always at the
they always seem to be on the ground.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
And all her interviews where she's like...
She did so well.
Keeping this a secret. And like the whole... I saw like an old interview where like it was her and Nicola Coughlan because they did a movie together, and Nicola was asking her to tell her stuff, and Amy's face, it's like watching it back knowing that she was the one who died, she was like, I can't say anything. She was like, please don't die. I hope you don't die. And like she was just stressed.
The fact that they had to keep this secret, that's what like the actor who plays Piper was saying, like when they told them they needed to say it now for like the interviews, they like couldn't say, like they've been sworn to like
and this show just gets more and more popular and more people are gonna ask and more people are gonna care, and I'd be like, oh my god,
don't look at me.
Apparently Wong Goggins acted it out for his wife. That's I just read that.
That's so
He
that
couldn't-
man.
He was like, fine.
That's
Well, Goggins core.
That's
Love it. I guess the last people we gotta talk about are Belinda and Greg. Which shout out to fucking Chloe. Why was she letting the brothers fuck? Not that it was like her, but she was like okay with it happening.
No, she was like, let's go.
Like they were kind of weirded out, but also like
She was weirded out.
like you all like they definitely did that, but like she did not let that happen.
She said, go for it. She
then
said,
again-
these people are freaks.
Yeah. Also didn't see her reaction to Chelsea, which was a bummer. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were saying love you.
They were besties.
2 days in. Oh, but Gary Gregg.
Ugh.
I think that was also such a good reveal of like you didn't know he'd be in this season, and then they show him at the end of episode 1.
So good.
Hit and like we hate that man,
But he's literally gonna be around.
and I kind of like it.
And I'm like, yes. But also I feel bad for Belinda.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I feel bad for her. I was just gonna say really quick. I think he needs to live. So All Stars ends with a big crazy death.
Yeah, I need him. I need All Stars for
Like
him.
All Stars are like, wait a minute.
His death better
Portia's
be
there.
crazy.
Belinda's there. Like they're the 2 people that are tied to Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else is there, like Jennifer Coolidge's twin sister.
So
Greg
true.
goes down, and Chloe's there.
Yes.
I think.
And Greg
something's
goes
going
down.
and somehow he's with someone else next season.
Greg.
They're all there, and they all take him down. I don't know.
Greg is so scary.
He is scary, and it's really funny. I probably said this last year. That he's fucking Uncle Rico.
I know. Who's so unserious.
But yeah.
But Belinda taking the money, which me too.
Which means you do it too.
Me
Check, literally.
too. But then she leaves Porn Chai, and she leaves like she was gonna do her little business, and now she's just freaking loaded with her son.
No, it's crazy that it's different because like she only knew this guy for a while and she was only considering it. Like she wasn't making business plans the way that Tanya was making business plans for her, but it directly
was kind of
paralleling
similar,
is really crazy. And then her leaving with that pile of fucking cash, which also how is no one gonna be like, where'd you get $5 million?
Also, how did they just put that straight into the bank account? That would not really happen. You'd have to go through like
that's what I'm saying. Like it was a little too easy.
like especially if you're in a different country.
Yeah, the
like,
IRS is looking at Timothy and they're looking
like,
at her too.
They're like, what the fuck is this? Like you just casually transfer $5 million.
And like it's definitely a gray situation of like like what would you it's literally John Canino
what would you do?
Because like now she's basically letting this guy get away with murder. A murder of a woman she knew and maybe didn't have a pleasant relationship with after the fact, but like knew at the end of the day she didn't deserve to be murdered. So it's like
her son being like, we want $5 million.
yeah, she's like, I'll take the money instead of doing what's right, which again, like $5 million is nothing to like you gotta think about that because that could literally change your life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame her, but I'm also like, girl,
but I'm also like
karma.
And I just can't like I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Right. So I'm like, I wonder if we'll see her again.
I'm
All
like,
Stars.
Yes.
Maybe she'll be working at the White Lotus that All Stars takes place.
Hell
at.
yeah. I hope she has a nice a nice time with her money
And her son.
and her son, takes some time off, but then gets back to it
Yeah.
and like does something that she loves.
Yes.
But also like now Greg is just
I think she's got to find some way to take him down still.
yeah, I feel like you could spend
Yeah.
all the money.
No, yeah, like
I need money in your account.
Lay low for a while and then go. Pss, pss.
No,
How's he gonna
literally.
know? How's he gonna know?
I think she should take down him.
Yeah.
Because
That's what I'm saying. All Star season is like someone else is gonna die too because it'd be too obvious if that was like just Greg. But like, I think there's so much potential.
Yeah. If it's just Greg, Lucky's gonna come back and die in that one.
You thought you survived once? Not this time.
Not this one.
That's for Lachlan. He's like 25. He thinks his life is
He's like,
together.
this is
No.
You thought wrong.
You thought. I did think it was, when I thought he was dead, I thought it was funny that he was on Perfect Couple, right? That was the Nicole Kidman show.
Oh, yes.
So if you haven't seen that, spoilers, and if you care, just like skip a minute. The fact that Megan Fahey died on that show and was on White Lotus, and they kind of switched, and then he died. At first, I was like, oh my god,
oh my god.
And then he lived. I was like, oh, you ruined
Oh,
it.
you lived, bitch. Oh, you fucking ruined
It
it.
makes me sound like I fucking hate Lochy.
Yeah, you really are hating on my boy Lochy.
Don't.
Wait, when Julia was watching it and his eyes open, she went, is that my boy?
Jesus Christ,
it's fully
came back
Lochy.
too. That's so funny.
It's like...
Okay, I'm trying to think anything else.
I loved this season.
I agree. I feel like I still might like season 2 better, but we haven't watched that in a while.
I know.
I feel like I need to wait like 6 months
and then decide.
Watch all of them again.
No, literally.
And then really see which one's the best. And I think the reason why I like season 2 so much is like when you got Aubrey Plaza, Jennifer Coolidge, Megan Fay, it's really hard
Aubrey
to
Plaza's there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It's just number
one. Theo James, all the people were really good that season. The girls being the prostitutes in the season. The girls are the trio. I love the girls.
I love the girls.
I'm reading my notes. In episode 4, they went. The guy at the hotel going, I've decided we need a gun. And then when they were walking to the boat, the ratliffs, and it did that zoom on them. So good.
Oh my gosh.
Your sister has no thesis. She needs to fear poverty, Tim. That's all the notes I have.
That's pretty good.
So good. It was so fun. That's my thing is like, I do think with Mike White, it's like reality TV meets prestige TV. And it's just like, I was entertained every single week. And it's okay if certain people didn't like this or like certain things.
I just think
but I had a blast.
It's like amazing how he can make a show where like it doesn't seem like much is happening.
Yeah.
Like, but you're still like, you're just like so, it's like it hypnotizes you.
Yeah.
Like,
and he was like, we're world building. We're building up. Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
You got entertaining characters. I like the fact that they treat every actor equally, even if you're Parker Posey or someone that's
or
newer.
Lisa.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're all there. They're all getting paid the same.
They're all getting paid the same.
They're all showing up to work, and maybe there was some drama going on, and we're not here to discuss that. But you know
what happens in Thailand
stays in Thailand. Like I loved it, and I had a blast.
I had a blast.
I loved every week being like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
And, like, the cast was so good. Like, I feel like every season, like, because like, we've been in it more, it feels like more like you're ready to lock in. And it's also, like, I remember when the cast came out, I was like, oh, I don't know enough people.
No, that's how I felt. I was like, oh, I don't know.
But now I'm, like, obsessed with everyone.
No, literally, now I'm like, these are my favorite people.
Yeah. So I'm excited
and I'm like, these people are so iconic.
I'm excited. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm like, I can't even, like, judge. Like, I just need to let it happen. So I'm excited. I don't know when, but hopefully in the next few months, we'll start to hear more about another season and maybe get some casting hints. Because I want to know.
I know. I need to know the tea.
Should we do highs and lows really quick?
Yeah.
Epic.
Highs
and lows. I read a couple things.
Lows.
Going on vibes.
Favorite character?
I wrote Chelsea, Lori, Victoria, and then I wrote Lochy Saxon. I think he had the best development.
Lochy Saxon.
Like, he was one of the people that left better than how he was.
Yeah.
But the other three, I'm like, those are my girls.
Yeah. I also said Chelsea and Lori and fuck it, all the ratliffs.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it,
the coconut milk is on.
I was upset. Fuck it, Tim.
Fuck it, that's my father.
I'm kind of obsessed. He's like the worst, but also he was losing it the whole time.
I cannot get over his simple thing is just like, well, I gotta kill him.
Yeah, like that's
insane.
And him being like sad and like off the whole trip, and then him going, let's make pina coladas. And he's like, not you, Lachlan. You get a Coke. Go get yourself a Coke.
Yeah, you're not having one.
I was like, is this my father? And he said the coconut milk is off. And I'm watching everyone drink. Like, he brought me peak entertainment.
Oh, that's my thing, is like, you can feel like, oh, I didn't like that they did this. Were you not entertained?
Like, were you not so entertained?
Oh,
and
my
did you
God.
not feel bad when Lachlan was on the ground and then he was like, he realized, he's like, fuck, what did I fucking do?
Oh, my
And
God.
now my baby is dead.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
my
not really,
God.
but my baby is dead.
I loved it.
Wow. So good. I loved it.
I fear Mike White.
Amazing. Least fave?
Gary Gregg.
At first I
was like, I don't think I disliked anyone, and then I was like, oh.
I know. At the first I was like, wait, I didn't really dislike. And then his bald face popped up in my head, and I was like, this man is evil.
Yeah.
This is best moments, favorite moments.
The MAGA reveal was really good.
The MAGA reveal.
I kind of liked that, like, the full moon episode was fun. I liked Carrie Coon's monologue, that, like, whole scene, the three of them. I love you guys.
I love you guys.
I really liked that. I like Saxon's arc.
I like Saxon.
It was good. It was entertaining. I like this coconut milk's off.
I love coconut milk.
Classic Timothy Ratliff mess around. Honorable mention to when
coconut milk.
Kiwoo Kwan, is that how you say his name? Kiwi Kwan was on the phone.
Oh yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun.
Fuck it.
I said, the full moon episode where like Leslie Bibb was trying to get everyone to go to bed. Like there was a lot of
that was so, and they're all like dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you?
I said Parker Posey. Yes. Parker Posey.
Your sister has no thesis. So good.
Everything she did. Anytime the three girls or like any pair was talking, like I was eating it up. I'd listen to them talk forever. I love the finale.
Yeah.
Lori's monologue, Chelsea calling Sex and Solace, and then him like changing.
That'll do it.
He's like, wow. Piper crying because food wasn't organic.
It wasn't organic.
I thought that ate. And of course, coconut milk is off. It's
Coconut
definitely like right when that happened, I knew that was my favorite thing that happened this season. It was so funny.
Whacking out of Sex and City.
Coconut milk is off.
If he's gonna be like, okay, coconut milk is off.
Like, okay.
So funny.
He's losing it. So good. Would you recommend?
Wait, least.
Oh, wait. Least.
I didn't.
Did I write anything?
Watching them think that Tim was dead.
Yes.
Piper.
Yeah, the like little.
It was like well done, but like it really hurt me.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, the reveal of Chelsea, they were like, she saw a heart in the trees as her last thing. I was like, fuck, the girl does not deserve this.
That's fucked.
And then the brother fucking.
Yeah, I said incest.
Incest.
Said incest, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
Chelsea dying.
Mm-hmm.
The dad finding Lochy.
Yeah.
Greg living.
Yeah. And Greg surviving.
And Greg actually is still alive.
Greg existing.
It's still Greg breathing. Air.
I did
Greg getting to live in Thailand.
When Zion was like, and we're gonna need $5 million.
And he's like just this like college guy. And he's like,
right.
We need $5 million.
We need $5 million.
And he was real for that.
Yeah.
Because they needed more than what he offered first.
What was it, $100K?
Yeah. I'm like,
to cover up murder.
Murder.
I don't get out of bed for less than $1 million.
Not in my world.
Not in the world I'm in.
Not in the world. I don't get out of bed for less than
$1 million. Baby.
$1 million, baby.
$1 million. Okay, would you recommend it?
Yes.
It's so fun.
It's so
It's one of the things where I have trouble though. Like my mom's like, "Do you think I like it?" I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
It really is.
It's like you have to try it, and it's if it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's a blast
because it is very specific vibe, and it's like each season is going to be like that.
Yeah.
So if you like it,
you gotta embrace it.
You really just got to jump in.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't rate it.
Oh, me either.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most unserious.
10. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like 6.
Okay.
Just because it's not, at the end of the day, it's not like a serious show.
It was pretty unserious.
Yeah, but it does like have like heavy talk. I mean, the dad's trying to kill everyone. And
the dad is trying to kill everyone with pina coladas.
It has like a couple of dark moments, but I feel like it's not as heavy as other stuff. So I'm teetering 6 just because the coconut milk is off.
6 because the coconut milk is off. And yeah, I did laugh a lot this season.
Me too. It was fun.
I chuckled.
I had a good fucking time.
I have fun. I'm sad it's over.
Yeah. Now there's only one thing left to do.
Today we're making pina coladas.
Hopefully the coconut milk isn't off.
The coconut milk should not be off.
All right, Breed.
All right.
Tell us how to make it.
Okay, this is my original recipe.
Okay.
But we are going to need to blend all the ingredients together in this little blender. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna need 1 cup of ice.
Okay. Is this double the recipe?
Oh, 2 cups of ice.
Oh shit.
To make 2 pina coladas for 2 bitches. 2 bitches. Look at my eyes. Oh, look at our fancy ice. Oh fuck.
Oh wow.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay. Look, I have a snake ring for Chelsea.
Oh.
And Chelsea goes. Okay, that's a lot of ice.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. May not fit.
Do you think we should just do one and see how much it makes?
Yeah. Okay, abort mission.
And we can always make more later.
This will give us a nice test to see if it's the best.
Yeah. Pina colada in all of Thailand.
In all of Thailand.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that made me so tired. And then we need a half cup of pineapple. Chum.
Yum.
Yummy.
Stop looking at me.
This is so unserious.
Bree is cutting open the pineapple bag.
We were like, damn, what's she doing? Coconut milk is literally off.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get that all.
Okay.
Are you good? The anticipation.
Oh, wait, smell that.
Oh, that smells like pineapple.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
I'm gonna do it wrong. Hold on, I'm checking the ingredient. Okay, we got this.
Yeah. Alcohol's always gone so well for us on the pod.
Yeah, we know how.
We did make an Aperol Spritz for last. My
Yeah.
lotus.
I'm gonna break the bone. Okay.
What else?
Okay.
It's all liquid now, right?
Yeah. So let's get.
Malibu, baby.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 ounces.
Yes, I think that whole thing.
Okay. Okay, don't look at me spill this.
Okay. 2 shots.
Just 2 shots. Oh my god, I'm gonna spill it.
It's okay. Oh. No one's watching, no one's judging, no one's grading.
I think everyone's judging. The coconut milk is off.
The coconut milk is out.
Okay, I just spilled this everywhere, but that's okay. That's part of the recipe.
Yep.
You gotta add the love. Okay, now we're gonna do 2 ounces of simple syrup.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Oh.
Here we go again. The steadiest person in America.
Just take your time. Nice.
Whoa.
Perfect.
The coconut milk. Okay.
And that's all we need, right? That's the thumbnail. The coconut milk is out.
Okay, we need 3 ounces.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen this shit. I'm kind of scared. Oh, that's interesting.
Almost doing this perfect timing. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Boom.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh,
I'm so
nice.
strong.
That was impressive.
I'm so fucking strong. I was like, I better get this off. That would be so good.
And I hate those lids.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. What's the easiest way to do this? You just dunk it?
Should I just?
We're just going to use this for this. So
Yeah.
it's. Oh. Is it?
Okay, maybe I should.
Spoon it? Run!
This is gonna be the most chaos. Are you guys having fun?
Are you not entertained?
Ew, should I take a bite of it?
No.
This is
Oh, the coconut milk is definitely off.
the coconut milk is off. Okay. So
Get her in there. So that was 2-ish, yeah.
yeah, so we'll do 1. The little ones.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, this takes me back to the vlogging days. What? What's wrong? What?
I think I was supposed to stir it.
Well, it's gonna all get blended.
Okay.
I think it should be fine.
That's totally
The coconut milk is off.
The coconut milk is literally off. It's literally never been more off, actually.
It's okay. We're all living and learning.
I'm whipping us up.
I can't.
Okay, now we put this on your face. Coconut. Oh, that's way more liquidy.
I was confused for a second, then I went, maybe I just don't understand what this is.
Yeah, I really don't either.
It's okay. It's all gonna blend. Maybe we can put a little more liquid in. Like, just like a spoonful of it. To the blender, just to make sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's probably fine.
It's probably... Look how fucking...
It's probably fine. The coconut milk. And I'm like...
It's literally off.
See this? Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Just pour some in. For good
like,
measure.
just a little bit more liquid.
This is my... Okay, hold on.
It's just coconut. Alright, are we blending it?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay. Oh, the lime. Don't even forget that. Kitchen tour.
I'm doing it.
It's a little messy, but it's been worse. I'm doing it in secret.
Okay, do I just do a half? I'm just doing a half.
Yeah.
I need a freaking,
Oh, yeah, citrus reamer or whatever the fuck. Nice.
Hold on. Ready?
Nothing's coming out.
Oh, wait, there we go. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so strong.
Yeah. Amazing.
The silence. Okay, wait, we need more. The coconut milk is up.
Okay.
Do we think that's good?
Yeah.
Who needs lime juice?
Not me.
It's not me. Okay. Are we ready to blend it? Ah! It goes boom. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, just hold it while you do it.
I totally know how to blend it.
Oh.
That was very scary. Okay, hold on, everybody.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. Make sure to clean your blenders.
Yes. Or you'll end up like Lochy.
Okay.
He's getting there.
This is how Mama makes it.
So Mama makes the chef gazpacho.
That's looking good. Pina colada.
If you like pina colada. Oh, don't even worry about our sink. Don't even worry
No
about
one
the sink.
listen to that. Don't listen to that. Do we think that's good?
Yeah, should we investigate?
Oh shit. Oh, it just exploded. But that's nice and soft.
So it doesn't seem like there's anything that needs to be mixed anymore. Do we think we did it?
Should I do it a little more?
Just for a little bit. Okay, next time you see us, we're gonna have the pina colada.
We're gonna have this damn pina colada.
The coconut milk's off!
The coconut milk is out!
Oh, this is good.
Wait, it's actually like really good.
Copenhagen.
Oh my god. It's like really good.
Yeah, it's perfect little serving for the rest of our pod.
I didn't think it was gonna be
Yeah, you did good.
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
Came out good, and I'm not the biggest coconut person, but I'd say this is more pineapple-y, and I like that.
I thought it was gonna be more coconut.
But I like it better than the pina colada.
Oh, y'all hear it
This
first.
is good.
Oh shit! We need to
That's
put a
big.
little koala in it.
I know, that is really cute. I think I like, 'cause this is like really cold, and I like that.
Yeah.
This feels like it needs to be a cold drink. Okay, so for our final segment, game time with Megan and Bree. We're gonna do a quick all-star casting and then fan casting for a potential future season 4 season. Just some ideas of who we would like to see on the White Lotus.
Yes.
Do we want to do our all-stars first?
Yeah.
I did take a gummy and make a PowerPoint.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I don't have a PowerPoint.
That's okay. I was like, I need to look at people, and it like really helps me like visualize. And this is my all-star slide.
Oh.
Okay, so I picked 3 all-stars, and they are Aubrey Plaza, aka Harper,
I know that's right.
Megan Fahey, aka
Yes.
Daphne, and of course Parker Posey,
Exactly.
aka Victoria Ratliff.
Oh, they're cunts.
I just think
They're two cunts.
somehow Harper and Daphne need to be friends and on a trip together. Like I like Theo James, and I forget the other guy's name, Ethan. They can come too if they want, but the two of them need to be there, and I need them to be friends. And
Yeah.
I need to know what happened with the Ratliffs. And Parker Posey was just iconic.
Parker
I need
Posey's
to hear more
character
of their
was too
lines.
good.
Yeah. Okay, who do you have for all-stars?
I have. You won't believe it.
Uh-huh.
Harper.
Great! 2 for 2.
Victoria.
2 for 2!
And I did one, but they come as a pair. Lucia and Mia,
You're right.
my girls.
My girl.
I need them to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Conning people. Icons.
I agree. Just again, another reason to show that season 2 was kind of superior.
Kind of slayed,
Yeah.
but
Should I go through all my fan casting, you go through all yours, or vice versa? Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Alright. Tell me about your fan casting.
Location.
Mm-hmm.
Norway or Scandinavia, like anywhere in Scandinavia.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Let's go. I don't have any reasoning for my doing, but this is who I want.
Like, just like a general cast list?
Yeah, this is just like, yeah, they should be in the room where it happens. Ready? Jodie Comer. Anthony Kerrigan. Io Adibri.
Yes.
Jane Lynch.
Yes! 100%!
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes! Well, yes.
Patty LeBeau.
Oh, yes. That's me. Like, that one's really good.
Patty LeBeau.
That's really good.
And Tremel Tillman. I feel like would slay the White Lotus.
So right, Bree.
Those are my people.
Okay. You're gonna be shook when you see mine. I really think I cooked a little.
Did you cook? You have
let me cook for a second. I'll show you my visual aid, even though. Okay. So I want it to be. I don't really care specifically. I have Vail as my location.
Exactly.
Because I think it's a very good ski. I think it needs to be a ski resort. And I think you could take my ideas and put them in other places, sure. But I did put my ideas a little bit around
Okay.
the ski resort. Okay, so my first idea isn't anything. I did pair a couple people up. I have like a little bit of scenarios, but not
God.
really.
She has
I have a one married couple.
I have no idea.
Just because I want the two of them to be in it, and yeah, they can be married.
Okay.
So I have.
And sure, they can be married. Oh.
Wait, I'm out of order.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Hold on, everyone, stay still.
I'm staying still.
I didn't realize I put this in the wrong order. Okay, I'm just going to show you them, and I'm going to go back in it, because like, the reveal is funny to me. So, my quote-unquote married couple is Laura Dern and Matthew McFadden.
Exactly.
And Laura Dern was on the phone in season 2, but I think she needs a presence. I think she needs a physical presence, and maybe she left. Maybe it is the same character, and she left that husband, and she's with Matthew McFadden now.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Or he's just there. I just want both of them to be there. They don't have to be a couple. They should both be there.
They will both get
Okay, hold on. Let me
the ski
play
resort.
my thing again. Okay, so they're at the ski resort. They're rich and they're doing something.
And they're doing
Fuck.
something.
I keep accidentally revealing the pictures. Slide. Oh my god, what is going on this? I don't know how to use the iPad.
The mini purple iPad.
I'm really excited about this next slide, and I'm fucking it up. Present. Okay, we're on a bachelorette trip.
Okay.
Who's getting married? Annie Murphy.
Okay, yes.
Alexis Rose. I haven't seen her enough in a while, and I think she needs to be on the White Lotus. And who are her 4 bridesmaids? Maya Erskine.
Yes.
Jessica Williams.
Yes.
Sean Clifford.
Okay, yes.
And Brenda's song.
Yes, this is real.
I really felt strongly about this one.
Yes.
I think I want to see Sean Clifford in more things. I want to see all of them in more things. Jessica Williams is
Claire?
not. Yes, Claire from Fleabag.
Yes.
Specifically, I feel like Sean Clifford and Annie Murphy, because I haven't seen them enough.
Where are they?
They would. I think the two of them would eat on White Lotus. I think everyone would
eat on the White Lotus.
We love Brenda's song. We've talked about this. We love Maya Erskine and Jessica Williams. We've talked about this on all the separate pods we've done on their shows. But the other two, where are they right now?
Where the fuck are they?
Not doing enough for me.
Not doing enough. Unemployed, like Diana
so
Agron.
this one is my most serious.
Okay.
I think we need employees, right?
Okay.
So there's gonna be 2 people, and they're specifically working the ski lift.
Okay.
And
they're working the ski lift.
And of course, I have playing very serious roles. And oh wait, sorry, this is them.
Oh, I was.
It was out of order. They were supposed to come before.
Oh my god, they're gonna work the ski lift too.
Maybe they do. They were supposed to come first, and they didn't, so I had to go back. These 2 are working the ski lift very seriously. Angela Giordano. What? I was like, who do I really care about?
I can see that, and they want to be actors.
Yes.
So get them on.
I think
they want to be on a TV show.
I think out of all the smosh these 2,
I think they would eat
together or just at least one of them.
And doing the ski lift.
Yeah. Throw Rasha in there too.
Yeah,
she's doing Marvel and now she's doing this.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
That's my big 3.
Yeah. And then who's like, we need a hotel manager.
Yep. Who's the hotel manager?
I think you'll really agree with this one.
Okay.
Jane Lynch.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, who's the hotel manager out of these people? And I thought Jane Lynch.
Okay. And then I have 4 additional thought starters that I didn't really think of plot for where they fit in, but I think they should just
be on there.
Jonathan Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I didn't put Simone Ashley, but also one or both or the other. Maybe they can be a couple together.
Maybe it's just
Troy and Belisario.
Okay.
Because let's get her some fucking material to work with.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best actresses I know personally.
Mm-hmm.
And Book of Maud.
I almost did her.
And now it's her turn.
Yeah.
It is her turn. And Anthony Carrigan!
That's so funny. Why we both think of Anthony Carrigan?
Because he's amazing.
Because
I
think he gives White Lotus.
I was thinking him or Sally. I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
Sarah Goldberg. But Anthony Carrigan.
We both did get Anthony Carrigan and Jane Lynch.
So I think they need to be running that fucking hotel
that's
together.
Right, they should.
They're running the ski lift. The ski resort.
Not Angela and Chance.
And Angela and Chance are making sure the ski lift, that's our one job. Is they're sending them back and forth.
They're like, boom.
And then they're on the ski lift perpetually. Oh my god, we crushed it.
All right, did you hear that?
You heard it here first, Mike White.
Get to work.
We will take compensation.
Get them in the room.
Mm-hmm.
If any of those people are really on it, I'll be sure.
I love when people are like, I am ordering your Uber to the audition.
Yeah.
Angela and Chance, I'm ordering your Uber to the audition.
I see it. I see it so clearly.
Well, if you're still here watching, listening, having a good time, Kopun Kala.
Mm-hmm.
That was White Lotus, season 3. What a time to be alive. I'm so excited to see whatever the hell they do with season 4. If they don't take our hiatus, that's fine. But I think ski resort, regardless, something in the snow would be cool because we've done a lot of temperate locations.
Yeah, we need a winter location.
I think that'd be great. And it's so drama.
Yeah.
You're at the hot tub, you're drinking the cocoa.
You're drinking the cocoa.
You're on the ski lift.
Cocoa's off.
Angela and Chance, the cocoa milk, the milk is off and the cocoa.
The cocoa milk. The cocoa.
Yeah.
The local hot cocoa is off.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
I'm sorry, Miley
Not Billy
Cyrus.
Ray, but Miley Cyrus. Tish.
Tish would eat.
There's so many. Like I said, Natalia Dyer.
No, literally everyone I'm like needs to be. I was
Come
looking at
on.
the like any show we watch, and I'm like, they should be on it. They
This
should
morning,
be on it.
I was thinking Lily Reinhart.
Yeah.
Give these people some good
Give
material.
people some material.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, Kopunka, I hope you enjoyed. And next week we're talking Yellow Jackets. And we're not filming it right now. Bye! Go, 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 go!